So welcome everybody to tonight's new Evorich information call, where you can learn, earn and prosper. Through the Academy of the Private Investor, you will discover the new economic evolution of the world and its benefits. But first, my name's Bob Fordham. I'm a new consumer partner consultant and soon to be manager. I'm also currently studying, well, I've got to update my slide there. I am a graduate of the Marathon 260 MLCI training, which was absolutely 8 months of wonderful learnings and trainings, and networked with some great mentors and made some great partnerships and friendships along the way. I'm also a member of the World's Generals for Peace, which I'm very proud of. Also, I'm a public speaker, private investor, and entrepreneur. I'm also a loving father. I have 3 life memberships for local Australian football and sporting organisations. And I love to create balance and energy in natural health, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and hypnotherapist. I'm also a specialist in nutrition, and I have co-authored in 3 natural health books. I love helping people, as many people as I can, to get what they want, so I get what I want in all aspects of life, especially in personal development and financial longevity. And I'm very passionate about sustainability for the planet and the triple bottom line, for a brighter future for our planet, because we only get one shot in this lifetime to create a better community, economy, and environment. My story spans some 40-odd years in business, and I have been a passionate truth seeker about getting to the root causes of things, finding out why do things work, why are they so, how can I fix it, how can I be better. I haven't always got it right all the time. I have had a lot of high highs, a lot of low lows, as we all do in the journey of life. And I realized along the way that there was just some components that were missing in my life. And I have found through the teachings of the Academy of the Private Investor that it's been filling the gaps in recent years. So more on that a little bit later. But first, a compliance and risk disclaimer. EIPs are educational information products. MLCI, which is the multi-level crowd investing. The CRU, crypto unit internal points for tokens, which is a digital stock analogy. And please note, we do not sell and we do not have a license to sell shares or tokens. All countries have their own rules for the sale of financial products, and we comply with these laws of each and every country. Most countries allow the sale of information products without a special license. We offer the opportunity for you to participate in wealth building training like you've never received before, which provides the fundamental principles on which wealth is created and maintained. And we do not quite yet, which we will have licenses in the future, provide financial or investment consultations. The company is working on that down the track. Please do your own due diligence or request confirmation from a licensed accountant or financial advisor in your area for compliance with the requirements in your local state and country. And please make sure that the person you engage to give you the right advice has done their 100% due diligence and are qualified to do so. Having said all that, what are we going to learn tonight? Well, the first part of our meeting, we'll learn about investment thinking. What are the benefits of joining the Academy of the Private Investor, and the importance and the role of financial literacy? The VIP Club of the Private Investor. Yes, we have one. Growth prospects. What's it all about? Bonuses for participants of the club and why you should be involved. And the Global CRU Portfolio Update. It is a juggernaut which is creating financial stability and credibility in many, many people's portfolios around the world as we speak. It is also about multi-level crowd investing. This is a new category. What is the MLCI business model? Business trainings for partners, and what is the new economic evolution of the world? What is new? And Evorich and plans for the company. And the second part of the meeting, we'll also discuss our basic financial trainings on Thursdays and Tuesday nights, first steps in the business and how you can get access to them. And then we'll open up for Q&As. But first, what is the Academy of the Private Investor? Well, in 2011, it was founded by the man in the blue suit, Andrei Karatov, a colorful Russian entrepreneur who burst out of the blocks when the Berlin Wall fell down. Andrei, through his ups and downs in his financial journey, decided to keep the information and learn from the information rather than let him defeat him. He put it all together and in 2011 created the Academy of the Private Investor, which is soon to be floated onto the NASDAQ. It has since gone on to create a global juggernaut, a portal with over 9 years of experience and over 1.4 million users from around 176 countries. It also has teachers and mentors with up to 23 plus years of experience in investment and financial fields of all sorts. It also provides you with practical studies in areas of finance, investment, and personal growth, and real case studies, hit the ground running stuff, group lessons, and individual coaching and mentoring like you've never received before. And certainly you have never, ever received at your previous education at school. So what is investment thinking? Well, investment thinking is all about knowing the financial rules, the disciplines of the world of finance. It's about learning about inflation, compounding interest. Being on the wrong side of compounding interest can be absolutely devastating. Being on the right side can be absolutely awesome, which is what we teach at the Academy. And this is what Robert Kiyosaki teaches in his books and series called The Cash Flow Quadrant. You may recognize Robert being the author of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad famous books. In The Cash Flow Quadrant, Robert talks about the 4 quadrants. Being on the left side of the quadrant, as an employee, you are selling your time for money, or a wage slave, as some people like to call it. And look, there is nothing wrong with being an employee. Most of us in life starts off working somebody else's dreams. We end up just over broke though, after working 40 plus years, 40 plus hours, trying to survive on 40% of less of what we've just earned. So there must be a better way. I thought some 40 odd years ago that being self-employed was the total answer to everything. But I realized that if you work for yourself, that too comes with challenges. Yes, you free up some of your time. Yes, you can be a proud business owner, etc. But if you don't go to work, majority of the time, you don't get paid. So you need to learn about leveraging your time, other people's time, and leveraging your finances. This is where 10% of the money is owned by 90% of the people. And this is a ratio that we cannot accept. Because once you start learning how to own a business, how to create a business where people work for you, you start learning about leverage and you start learning about time, finances, and how becoming an investor where your money can work smarter for you and you work smarter, not harder. And this is where 90% of the money is owned by 10% of the people. Let's look at the levels of financial literacy. Financial literacy is a wonderful area of finance that we all need to embrace. And some 2 to 3 years ago, Standard & Poor's, which is a huge trading house in the USA, conducted a survey of over 150,000 people around the world. And it showed the percentage of financial literacy in adults. And it staggeringly showed that only Sweden and Norway and parts of Scandinavia had 70+% financial literacy. 60 to 70% comes in with Australia, New Zealand, a number of other countries like United Kingdom, Germany, Finland, Canada, and then 50% or plus comes in with United States, South African African countries, and Burma, unusually in the middle area in Asia, and other countries. But what it did show is that 3/4 of the world's population and had only 50% financial literacy or less. And this is a true pandemic of major proportions we need to arrest. Some countries didn't even have any financial literacy. So we have a solution. Rather than whinging about it, taking all the statistics, applied knowledge is power. And so we have applied that knowledge at the Academy. You can get personal growth, development in investment courses, and business education like you've never received before. Training courses aimed at self-development, goal setting, planning, improving financial literacy, formation of investment thinking, learning different business building methods and strategies. Real time, real stuff, real world. These are some of the people who have taken advantage of the teachings from the Academy, with Carmen from the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, Julie from Brisbane in Queensland, Stuart from the Sunshine Coast, and we have Josh from Sydney. We have Sihi from Brisbane, Ian from Brisbane, many people, including Maria from Russia, and Alan from the Netherlands, and even Jordani in New Zealand. These are many of the successful entrepreneurs who have now gone on to share their love and share their communication skills with the people they care about in their organizations through the Academy. What is the VIP club of the private investor and why should you get involved? Well, there are many VIP clubs around the world. You might have heard of the Qantas Lounge or the Virgin Lounge and the VIP clubs where you pay a little bit extra to get a little bit extra services and benefits. Well, another famous VIP club is the Berkshire Hathaway group of companies run by one of the world's most successful investors, Warren Buffett. Warren charges $220,000 US for one VIP share or A-class share of his company, and you get to go to their annual general meeting. Why would anybody pay that sort of a money just for one share? Because they get to know the insights of the company. What are some of Warren's wisdoms for the future planning of their company? So at the Academy of the Private Investor, you will not pay anywhere near $220,000. From as little as $10 per month, you can become part of an elite club. You gain discounts on the products of up to 75% on the EIPs and other products. You get exclusive offers, absolutely awesome offers. They keep on coming week to week. Accessible to the crypto unit program and its bonuses. An amazing juggernaut, as mentioned. We'll dive into this a little bit deeper later on. Additional income streams. Myself and the team counted up 18 minimum income streams at the moment inside the Academy, with 4 to 6, maybe even 10 more income streams coming our way over the next 12 months. And most importantly, you get to participate in closed monthly meetings. The company already runs monthly public meetings on webinars through Zoom and then recorded to the public domains in YouTube. But you also get exclusive access to closed monthly meetings where you sign a non-disclosure agreement and you get to know the numbers, get to know what's happening inside the company and what are the future plans. Very, very refreshing and very, very transparent. So what are these EIPs we keep talking about? These are amazing courses which are available to you in your back office. And for just saying yes today, we will give you the foundations of investing and the 8 rules of the private investor free. No obligation. As an EIP beginner, go for it. Both downloadable in a PDF form and in video. You can continue and upgrade to foundations of capitalization, how to turn $1 being on the positive side of compounding interest to $1 million. And yes, it is possible. 5 levels of the investor, and the courses continue as you decide to upgrade your investments into your future self. These are quality trainings, including the Master of Genius of Finance game and bonuses, which is a strategic business game which like you've never played before. and how to become a professional investor. So the educational information products, the EIPs, where one UNT or one unit, what we should say, is equal to $1. And as a VIP club member, you gain huge discounts on the EIP beginner, the EIP basic, the EIP elementary education, the EIP secondary education, and of course the EIP higher education. And you gain bonuses of CRU points for now. Only very, very soon, once we launch onto the public exchanges, these CRU points will turn into tokens and will only be available through the public exchanges. So hurry up, giddy up, as they say in the world of finances. So what is the crypto unit we keep talking about? Well, it's a project registered in the Delaware, US Crypto Unit Program, Inc., an innovative training program that opens up the door for anyone to learn and become a co-owner of the global CRU portfolio, even with minimal resources. It began in 2019 and it is progressing into October, December, into the fourth quarter of 2020, highly successful. So let's have a look at its progress through our beloved interpreter, Dennis.
Happy birthday, Crypto Unit Program. 3, 2, 1, go. We have liftoff. Big changes begin with one small step. On March the 30th, 2019, Andrei Havratov, CEO of the Academy of a Private Investor and New Consumer Community, presented his program for the creation of a global investment portfolio in different segments of the investment market. It was found profitable and was supported by people from more than 150 countries of the world. Within the first year of the program, more than 600,000 people worldwide received quality education in investing, took part in mass events held by the company, and became owners of CRU points equivalent to shares in the global investment portfolio. Only by pooling together the capital of program partners, we managed to create assets in various investments market segments and become co-owners of businesses with a high return on investment. Gold mining, Ghana, Zambia, production of synthetic diamonds, filmmaking industry, TV series, The Miners, Basalt Innovative Technologies, resort real estate in Phuket and in Krasnodar region, the restaurant chain, Sushi Master. In 1 year of work, we have opened 37 restaurants in several major cities in Russia, Kazakhstan and Belarus. We are planning to open 1,000 more restaurants around the world. There is a total of 20 different projects already yielding a monthly profit, and Crypto Unit program itself is divided into several parts and phases, each of which ends up showing record-breaking performance. March the 30th, 2019, the launch of Crypto Unit program, and as early as April the 3rd, 2019, the transition to the second stage of development. May the 8th, 2019, the start of the allocation of bonuses within the loyalty program. November the 13th, 2019, the first accrual of the Profi bonus. January the 8th, 2020, the transition to the second part of development. January the 15th, 2020, CRU token enters Ethereum blockchain. February the 29th, 2020, the value of the global investment portfolio is estimated at $379,780,000. March the 9th, 2020, the first CRU points are released and the internal exchange between program participants is launched. Within the first year, overall, more than 15.5 million units have been allocated in bonuses under the loyalty program and the Profi bonus, and the total number of partners in the company has almost reached 1.5 million. The implementation of Crypto Unit program will result in the issue of 80 billion CRU, 10 billion of which will be retained to ensure liquidity. When the value of the project's assets will be more than $100 trillion, Crypto Unit market value will reach more than $1,250 for one CRU. By the end of the program, the Profi bonus is expected to be within the range from $1 to $50 for one CRU. Now you are ever close to completely changing your life. Crypto Unit program is one small step towards your well-being and one huge leap for mankind. Start acting. The time has come.
Yes, some amazing scenes there from the 2019 Eventi event in New Delhi, India, where myself and 20 mad Aussies with I think it was 17,000 other people attended the stadium, and we seen the birth of over 1 year of participation of the CRU program, and we've just completed last week our 6-year celebration for the Eventi 2020, which was a massive online event, and we're looking forward to Eventi 2021 and more growth. So the global CRU portfolio program is now worth, as of the 1st of September, 477.6 plus million units today. We expect an update on the next weekend at our closed club meeting. But for now, our investments cover the Japanese cuisine restaurant Sushi Master, and we have also got plans for our own restaurant chains and franchises around the world. We have strategic investments in a number of amazing gold mines, and we're stockpiling at the moment. We have investments in the diamond mine production, where we can produce synthetic diamonds in a factory. No more blood diamonds, an amazing technology which can cover space age, mobiles, drilling, medical equipment, amazing technology which we are co-owners in. The KG Club and Kit Marvel Productions, where we are producing a series of films and documentaries coming on into the Chinese and Indian markets very, very soon, including Dragon Man, an amazing movie series that we've seen an update on the weekend. We also have the innovative basalt technologies. Wow, this blew everybody away last year when it was announced at the Eventi 2019, and has continued to be an absolute awesome potential. We can produce any building material from fiberglass and replace steel, plastic, anything that can be built, we can build it out of basalt. This is a technology that has the ability to drop trillions of dollars into the global portfolio. We've also created our own blockchain because we found the Ethereum blockchain too slow. So what did we do? We got on the front foot, created our own, and we've now embarked upon a huge data mining campaign as well. And this will set us up into the future for our DeFi, decentralized finance activities. So we are covering 20 sectors of the investment market. There are many to discuss. The education department, which we've just seen, the multi-level crowd investing, the equity participation in business co-ownership. This is where the startup companies of the world exist. We have helped crowdfund companies like Uber, Fiverr, and Pinterest, many, many more great companies with great ideas. The health and longevity sector, where we know that no sense being the richest man in the cemetery, you've got to invest in your number one wealth, your health. And the innovative transport development sector, which is the string rail technologies, which is, we have pumped $150+ million into this sector. And we are co-owners of over 2.7 billion pre-IPO shares in this company, which will roll out in sometime in 2021 at World Expo. The banking sector, stock markets, Forex markets, currency markets, and insurance sectors. We understand the importance of liquidity, and these areas are trading areas which we are heavily involved in. We have the real estate sector. We understand that the land and real estate are important to any investment portfolio. Investment in innovative developments, agriculture and farming, because there is nothing more important than manufacturing of good, wholesome food and producing good quality water. Section of entrepreneurial, cooperative and social development, the science sector, because everything is science in the world. Culture sector, which is part of our branding and global merchandising area. Precious, semi-precious metals and stones sector, which we've just seen. Space development sector. 2025 beyond, there will be a huge developments in this area as man attempts to re-land on the moon, or land on the moon, whichever way you want to go, and beyond, because why just stop at the moon? We want to get to Mars, and we will be at the forefront of those technologies as a major supplier. We also have a very active charity sector, the world's Generals for Peace, and a department dedicated to the deaf community. So what does the Crypto Unit program provide you? It will provide you with co-ownership of the CRU global portfolio. So not only can you learn about financial literacy, but you will get co-ownership and hit the ground running with real-time investments, opportunities for you to consider. You will receive monthly loyalty program bonuses and profit bonuses, which have been paid out on a regular basis over the last number of years. Regulated and transparent financing, regulated from Ernst & Young, who have been our recent auditors in the UK. And has now gone on to form part of our global portfolio in the CRU growth sector, which is where we increase our assets. And we have the possibility of the circulation of the CRU in the global merchandising area, hitting the financial worlds with the CRU, or what we call the world CRU now, when it becomes officially a security token. So a step-by-step guide to the Academy of the Private Investor. Just say yes, make the free registration count. It will cost you nothing to say yes and become a member of the VIP club for just $10, just to say yes and explore the back office even more and receive the bonuses. Choose the right EIP, hit the ground running, and take action, because applied knowledge is power. So do you want to earn by learning right now? Well, you can. We have created this amazing marketing strategy called the Multilevel CrowdInvesting. It incorporates multi-level business training, home business, where you can be your own boss. You can work online, offline. It's up to you. You can you have unlimited revenue. You can create an international business and realize your dreams at a faster pace, or even add to your dreams. The opportunity to earn millions in the next 1 to 5 years, it's entirely up to you. The only thing holding you back is the space between your ears. So the investment business model is a very, very important part of what we do. You can have co-ownership in many financial instruments, the opportunity to increase your capital quickly, learn how to manage assets, and have the opportunity to create assets with 1.5 million plus partners in our group. And you then feel good about yourself at being part of a prestigious investment club. These are some of the exceptional entrepreneurs that have gone on to create huge business organizations throughout the world. Celia Duck from Brisbane, a loving grandmother. Shane Bose, a good mate of mine in Melbourne, who I've known for many years. And Shane will be the first person to tell you that without the teachings and the disciplines and the trainings and the opportunities that the Academy have provided, he would have gone nuts in lockdown in Victoria at the moment. So Shane is shining, and he is giving back to his beloved Samoan community, who have been rated the #1 growth country in our awards just recently for the 2019-2020 fiscal year. Harin Harun, a young gun forensic accountant who is now chief of our deputy chief of our financial department. And Anastasia, I won't pronounce her last name, but she is a very smart lady with beauty and brains, being a business coach and a life coach, and is heading up some of our projects inside the Academy. So what have we done in the last 6 years? Not just 1 year, 2 years, but 6 years. We started, and we have gone on from strength to strength with 750,000 active plus partners around the world. We are operating lawfully in 175 countries, plus countries. 71 achievers, in fact, I think it's 72 achievers now, have ranked to president, the highest accolade. And there are over 20,000 other higher rankers in our organization. We speak 13 different languages, including sign language. We also have given back 104.4 million units according to our marketing plan in network bonuses and commissions. And we have achieved over 1.4+ million registrations. And these are, again, some more success stories. They just keep on coming. Alina and Annette from Latvia, and Marshall from South Africa, Neil Morrison, a beloved grandfather from New Zealand, Rita Ashen, another beloved grandmother and presenter from Brisbane, who loves the cryptocurrency world and is giving back to her team and her community, and has been elevated up into one of the councils that we run. We also have Andrew Twelvetree, who has also been promoted to one of our major ambassadors. NASA from Oman, another presidential success story. Sharon Fairfall, a lady who introduced this program into Australia and has now created a huge organization and started this business off some 3 years ago with just $10 to get started. So the advantages of the MLCI business. You can start a business from home. You can be your own boss, start your own international business from scratch. You can have unlimited earnings potential. The sky's the limit. Multiple income streams, as mentioned, 18+ at the moment. Unique business model, an incredible MLCI business model, which is soon to be registered with the Direct Selling Association. Massive leverage across the entire network. This is where an aspect that I really love. We get plenty of support. We get plenty of communication. We have plenty of trainings and resources to tap into. You hit the ground running with no excuses. Just open up your mind and your parachute and say, yes, hit the ground running. Because our mission at the new economic evolution of the world is a very, very simple philosophy. It is about global distribution of wealth. It is about creating security and protection for every one of its members. We want to touch the lives and help as many as 15% of the population of the planet and some. We have prosperity and happiness surrounding ourselves with high vibrational activities, and you can then achieve realization of your dreams and goals. When was the last time that you actually did that? Sat down with a piece of paper, or even just sit down by a side a riverbank and dreamt about where you want to go in your life? What are the things you want to achieve in the wheel of life and its journeys? What are the hurdles you need to overcome? Well, don't do it alone. Join a loving consumer community that'll help you to realize those dreams. And how we will do that, we will show you the way with the 3 pillars of the new economic evolution of the world. The number 1 is education, because it is one of the greatest gifts apart from life that you can give to anybody on this planet, is the gift of knowledge. And then they can hit the ground running with co-ownership inside our academy. And they will learn how to conduct business. And with these 3 models, we can provide a better choices for our planet, for our community, and for our environment. This is where we truly need to head, folks. Moving forward, with all the negatives happening in the world, there are so many loving positives that we need to engage. And this is a movement of change that we can truly engulf. These are some of the leaders which are changing hands very, very shortly too. But these people have been presidential members of our council and have created huge organization. We have changed the format of our council to an ambassadorship and a leading mentorship departments. But these people will continue as leaders inside their organizations, just like Aman's Munich, who was a former hotel clerk. We have Andrew Hawkes, a former army participant and he is part of the Oceania region and is a representative of the Oceania Council in Australia and New Zealand. Dragos Stanchu, a restaurant entrepreneur. Petru Jelba, an electrician. Mila Sergikova, another one of those young guns that we've been talking about, who is heading up our presidential council for now. And she is one of the stars shining in one of the new age of entrepreneurs we wish to create inside the academy. Lastly, but not leastly, Andrei Karadov. What can we say? Andrei has a goal. He has a dream to create 1 million millionaires. He has been elevated into the Russian Federation Encyclopedia Entrepreneurs of All Time, top 100. He is also the world's Generals for Peace financial controller. He has been awarded their Dove of Peace medal. And for Andrei, you might say, oh, just another CEO that's going to reap more billions. Well, Andrei could be sitting at home with his family, his couple of kids, but he has decided to give back to the world. He wants to create a loving community and give back the knowledge that he has attained to help us to share in his fortunes. And he has proven time and time again, under-promising and over-delivering is how Andrei operates. It's not always on time. However, it is always delivered with authenticity and credibility. And we love him. So how to become part of our project? Yes, let's get to the point. Register, pass the KYC, know your customer, compliance regulations, and then start participating. Implement the knowledge and hit the ground running. So for the participants of the API students, you will gain access to the 8 rules of the private investor and training courses and all the bonuses after you become successfully registered in VIP Club, which is completed. Then you can get access every Tuesday and Thursday to our free investment financial literacy training, free MLCI business training, 7 p.m. worldwide, conducted by many entrepreneurial leaders inside our groups. So what will be your decision? You can leave everything as it is, and that's okay. But what are your choices? What can you do to improve your life today? Because I know that myself and the other 1.5 plus million people in our organization are enjoying financial and investment education, multiple sources of passive income for life. Passive income for life. Think about that statement. Are you getting some? Probably not. Join us. Be part of a like-minded community with support. Have the ability to create assets, an opportunity to leave a legacy. So start dreaming of the life that you deserve, because it is possible if you develop the habits to help you to prosper. These are some of the nuggets. Network, dream big, plan ahead, get up early, stay focused, watch less TV, invest in yourself, read more books, avoid time wasters, take calculated risks, very, very important. Write down your goals, live on less than what you make. Make your health a priority, your number one wealth. Do work that matters to you. Learn from the people you admire and take action. So my questions to you is, what do you want for your future? And what are you going to do about it today? Thank you for your attention. Please refer back to the person who invited you here, and we'll open it up with Stuart for Q&As.